Hi friends, this is Pyle. I welcome you all to my channel. In today's topic, I will going to discuss very relevant and very happening topic of our regular day-to-day life, that is competition and comparison. Competition and comparison just go in hand. And today in every sphere of life, it's just became a part of our life. Most of the state of mind, like in every space, we are competing and comparing with others. That is, the two housewives are competing with others in respect of their own position, students in the school, office colleagues in their workplace, even the neighborhood. Everyone is busy in competing and comparing with others because we just thought that life is a race and we all are in this race, and we just believe that we can find out our happiness only when we just achieve more than others. So we just need to work out on this two belief system to understand that is there any possibility in our life where we can find out our happiness, we can find out the happy state of mind without competing and comparing with others. Because if we work on the first belief system, that is life is a race and we all are competing with each other, then it's very natural that competition and comparison being very natural in our regular day-to-day life, and we just can't get rid of this. And we also need to work out on our second belief system, that is our happiness only lies on the achievements, all the materialistic things. Is there any possibility of being happy without having these materialistic things or without thinking on the materialistic things? So how we can define the achievement? What are the definition for us, the achievement in our life? The definition of achievement starts very initial stage of our life, like the name and fame of your family, where you born and brought up, the educational qualification, the physical appearance, what you have, the position, what you have, the property, the luxurious cars which you are used, your bank balance, your foreign tour, what you made throughout the journey of your life, and your child's education, your designation in any company. All these, we just count all this as our achievement, and mostly we tried to find out our happiness in midst of all these achievements. If we believe these all are my true achievement, then it's being very natural and it's being very normal that competition and comparison are the very normal part of our life, and we can't get rid of this. And we just have to believe that only we can be happy only when we will be reach the top position, when we will be reach the top position and we achieve more and more than others. Then I can surely tell you that this is a never ending list. Our needs will never be satisfied unless we work on it. Okay, and so the competition and comparison going to be very natural and normal in our regular day-to-day life, and we can't find out our happiness in midst of all this physical materialistic things. Because if we are in race, then it's very possible, it's very normal that in presently you just stood the first in your race, but in other place some race are also happening where you are not having that position which you dreamed of, and then you will be very unhappy, you feel jealous with that person who rich or who topped that race or who just stood first in that race. So we just need to work out on our thought process. What is actual achievement in our life where we can find out our happiness? We need to understand that this is my journey, this is my way of life, and I just have the full right to decide my priorities of life. While deciding the priorities of your life, you just have to you just have to think and consult with your loved ones what they want from your life or what they want from you, and then you just can sum up your priorities and you just can work on your inputs of your life, that is your values, principles, ethics, as well as your hard work, your efforts, and your intellectual power. These all are inputs of your life, and how you are performing on your inputs, your output totally depend on that. Your output never depends on any other person's outputs. Simultaneously, your happiness should not be dependent on any other person's journey of life or any other person's achievement. It's very normally it's happened that when someone got promoted in his company, or someone having a very good car, or he got a position of a very luxurious bungalow, or just bought any uh, good any flat. Most of the time we congratulate that person on a very formal way, but most of the time it's very naturally we just feel jealous with that person, because we thought that what he achieved, what he achieved, that's bigger and better than my achievement, what I have achieved throughout the journey of my life. So if we tried to compare our life or our journey of our life with other person's journey of life or other person's position, other person's achievement, then we never can be happy what we have. So we need to understand that this is my journey. I have decided my path. I just have make my rules, my regulations, and I work on my principles, ethics, and value system. And whatever I have achieved, whatever I have possessed, that is well enough for me and for my family, for my loved ones. I need not to look out other person's achievement, or I need not to feel jealous with other person's achievement or whatever he just acquired throughout the journey of his life, because comparison and competition exists only when the two persons parameters are same in every level, but it's never be possible, because our situation, our state of mind, our thought process, belief system, values, principles, morality, ethics, intelligence, power, everything differs with other one. So how we can compete with other person? There is no need of comparison, there is no need of competition, and it's also not true that our happiness depends on our achievement of materialistic thing. Our happiness depends only on our thought process, how we think, how we just count our blessings. That's important. I just want to narrate a very simple example, so that we can understand that how mostly we are just walking on the journey of our life. That is, there are two friends who decides that they just will start up a journey from Bangalore to Pune, just with their own car along with their own families. Okay, so they are very happy, and they started their journey with their own car. One of the friend has a very simple Maruti Wagner, and the another one has his newly purchased Mercedes. They both started their journey along with their family, along with their loved ones, and their destination. They started from Bangalore, and their destination is Pune. So when they are just on their, they both are driving their car by themselves, and they are very happy while they are driving. They're enjoying the journey with their family, just having a good time. Suddenly, they both stopped on a point, and they just discussed with each other, let's start a race. Okay, let's see who reach first to Pune. As soon as this thought process came in their mind, their journey, their style of driving changed. Their journey pattern changed. Now, until this, they are enjoying their journey, they are enjoying their trip with their family. Now they totally focused only on their speed and only on their driving pattern. They just have decided that anyhow they just have to compete with other. So they just forgot everything whichever just they are doing right now. So how they are now, what is the way of their journey? Are they really enjoying their journey? They do everything to beat each other. They just overspeed their car. They just violate the rules of the traffic. They even put a dent on their own car, because there is only one thought in their mind, that I just have to compete the other. I just have to reach Pune first than the other one. They both reach Pune, they both reach their destination, but they can't enjoy the journey of this along with their family because they are in competing mode. The same happens with our lifestyle also. We all set our own targets, we all set our own goals, and but when we are competing with others, we just forgot to enjoy the journey of our life. So we need to focus only on our path. We need just to work on our own value system and principles without just worrying about what others doing. They all have separate priorities, separate sets of goals. You can work on your own. You can put your goal that I want to be best in my profession, but best doesn't mean better than other. If I just put a goal that I want to be better than this one, I want to better than that person, then comparison and competition is going to be started, and it's became a natural process of our life. But if I decided that I just want to be best in my field, I need not to look on what others do. Then you just have to be, then you will be focused on the journey of your life, focused on your value system, your principles, your ethics, and your all the inputs what you have. At the same time, you just can perform better than the way when you're competing with anyone else. So this is your journey. You need to decide what you want from your life. The same happens when we are just competing two children in a school. Two children who are studying in the same class, they just may got separate marks in the same exam. One of the student got 95 out of 100 and the other one got 80 out of 100. But if we are competing these both students, that why the second one got 80 while the first one got 95, so it is totally useless, and it's not good for both of the students because both of them have different capacity, they have different intelligence level, they have different interest parameters. Maybe the second one who got 80 out of 100, maybe he can excel in any other field, maybe he is very good in art, or he is very good in music, or any other field where he can excel. So it's very unfair to compete and to compare the students in the school and to give them the rank. I just totally disagree with this because from the early stage of life, they started the feeling of competition and comparison going to be their belief system, and they just can do, they just they just violate all the rules and regulations in their life. They just compromise with their ethics and morals and all the values and principles just to beat the other one. So this type of competition and comparison never be healthy for our lifestyle. So we need to rethink on this, and we need to work out on this, and we just need to decide, and we need to sum up our life that this is my journey, and I just have the full right to decide the priorities of my life. I have the power to decide the inputs what I want to put in my life to get the better result without worrying about others' performance. So my happiness doesn't depend on other person's achievement, other person's lifestyle, or other person's journey. My happiness is totally mine. It totally depends on my thought process. So I should took the responsibility of my happiness without blaming anyone else. So at the very time competition and comparison just vanish from our life, and there will be no feeling of jealousy, no feeling of unhappiness. So we just can greet the other person, we just can congratulate the other person's happiness or other person's success by very deep in my heart without having the feeling of jealousy. And we will also be very happy state of mind, and we will feel us free from all these negative feelings. So this is all for today. Hope you like my video. If you like, please comment and share this. Have a good day. Take care. Bye bye.